plant trade was really kicking up because all these exotic plants were becoming status symbols. For example, our favorite thing is like the pinery and pineapples. If you were able to grow pineapples and have those plants at your in your home, that meant you had a lot of wealth, you had a lot of resources. Gardeners and nurseries would hire plant hunters, or sometimes estates in general, plant hunters, and they would go out on these voyages. They would go to South America, they would go to Africa, they would go further out in Europe, and then they would bring back plants. And the survival rate was so low because
Yeah.
this predates the Wardian case, what we know as the terrarium now.
Mhm.
So they became very, very valuable. And so if
The
that was
survival rate of the plants, yeah,
yeah,
Mhm.
or the
Yeah.
people.
and the people too. That was like a very dangerous trade to be in. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, because they were often just going and into rainforests, into deserts, into these really dangerous spaces. When they would come back, if they did make them back, then these plants like a pelargonium would be very valuable because it would have made it all the way. Horticultural science and botanical science was still in the very discovery phase.
But it was
Yeah.
becoming so popular as well. Like
Hmm.
botanical prints and things were starting to become like super popular then, right? People like actually
Mhm.
making books about this.
It
So I suppose then,
exploded.
if you're like a right, if you're a
Yeah.
wealthy
Hmm.
person, read one of these books and you're like, oh, I really like that plant, I'd like one.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah.
on the other side of the world, you've got to hire someone to go get it.